Hey, if you are new to Seint, I'm going to do a full video right now of me applying this makeup. So just stay tuned. I'm going to go full ahead here. I'm going to start with my contour, my detail brush. Okay, so I always like to start with my contour color and just apply that right underneath my cheekbones right here. You don't want to go down past your eye. You just want to keep it here. Sometimes if you want like lower your face a bit, you can kind of see where your shadow is. See, I can see mine here. You just want to kind of put it there and lift it up a little bit higher onto your cheeks, and that's going to make them look like they're more lifted. Okay, I like this detail brush because of the way that it's shaped. You get in on the edge of it and then it applies so nicely. Like it gives this really nice cut for your contour. So this makeup is cream makeup. So when you apply it, it actually will melt on your face. So by the time you're done putting this all on and you start to blend it out, it's gonna blend like butter. It's so good. Try to get up here a little bit closer to my hairline, but when I blend it out, I'll blend it out a little bit closer to there. So you're gonna put it here. So everywhere that you apply your dark colors, that's gonna make your face look smaller or more like sunk in kind of thing. So it's actually really cool how it works. So same thing, I'm gonna take this edge of my brush, I'm just gonna stamp it right here, but I'm gonna stamp it kind of like a V. So it kind of makes my nose look like it's more narrow at the bottom. But the closer you go into the middle of your nose with this dark color, the thinner your nose is gonna look. How cool is that? If your nose kind of comes in a little bit longer, you can put a little bit of dark at the bottom. So remember, the dark color is gonna actually remove. So if you wanna make your nose look a little bit shorter, then put the dark on the bottom. You can put a little bit down here, that's gonna create that shadow here and make your lips look like they're kind of bigger. And then if you have a double chin or jowls or they're coming in like mine seem to be, just take this contour, apply it to the jawline underneath here. J-Lo actually does this. This is a good trick of hers as well. And you're gonna put that there, blended it after, and it's gonna create this nice shadow. So you no longer have like this protruding, hanging chin. By the way, my teeth look so white. I've been using banana white. I actually have a code for that and it works so good. Check that out. Wow, looking good. Okay, now that I've got my contour applied, I'm choking on my own spit. I'm gonna go in with my bright color right here, which is called White Peach. I'm gonna use my buff brush. This one's a more dense brush. I really like it for applying it, but there are multiple brushes that I can use or you can use. But as you can see, I actually have quite a bit of redness, so that's all gonna go away. This makeup, the coverage is amazing. You don't need very much. You only need the bare minimum. But yeah, so you're gonna apply that right there. I don't go all the way to my eyes because once you blend this out, it's gonna kind of blend up towards there and it's only gonna put a minimum amount of makeup up there. So you don't wanna put a lot under here because if you have little lines and wrinkles, you just don't want it to look cakey or creasy. So this is definitely the best way to do it. I do like to take a little bit of the edge of the brush though and stick it right here in the corner. There we go, brighten up the middle of the corners of my eyes. And then right here on the tip and then down the bridge of my nose a little bit. There we go. Right here. And then right there. Okay. Okay, so the last color I'm going to use is my main color, which is the one that we color match you to, or I color match you to. It's closest to your skin tone, okay? So this shade right here is the one, that one's about 2 shades brighter, or maybe 3 shades brighter than this guy. So that one, I'm just going to apply it straight down. You see how nice that covers? Like, isn't that insane? It's crazy. Okay, so I'm going to angle that down. So the more you angle your makeup, the more lifted your face is going to look. Okay, so I'm going to take a little bit more of this makeup and just kind of stick it around the areas that I haven't touched yet. You don't need to fill it in because you are going to blend it out, but I'm just taking it and kind of applying it in those areas. Maybe I can put a little bit more right here and right there. I think that looks pretty good. Maybe the sides of my nose a little bit. And yeah, I think that's good. And now we get to blend it out. This Okay, the blush, I'm gonna put that on afterwards. So to blend it out, I always like to use my bronzer blush brush, and I use this side right here, the smaller end of it. It's my favorite for blending it out. So I'm gonna start with my lightest colors first. It doesn't really matter which one. Usually just gonna start here, and I'm just gonna lightly, like I'm just lightly doing this, maybe tapping it out, dusting it around. You don't want it to like smear all over, and you want to make sure you're kind of keeping it in the same areas that it's in. you don't want to be doing this, then it's just going to mix everything together and you're going to lose the whole concept of the contour and highlighting. So I'm just going to stipple this around a little bit up in here. Like I said, the longer this sits on your face, the more it's just going to like kind of melt. It's cream based, so it's just going to melt on your face and move around so nicely. And the nice thing about cream too, as opposed to liquid foundation, is that it doesn't evaporate on your face like liquid foundation does. It actually will just sit on your skin and keep your face looking nice and hydrated all day long, youthful and all the things. And then as it's on there, it kind of just moves like a blanket, like it doesn't just like sit in the creases and fine lines. So that's another big perk. So I'm just gonna lightly dust around my nose here. I'm gonna go in with a smaller brush, maybe the edge of my detail brush here, and just kind of lightly dust that around to blend it out. It's nice to have a smaller end brush to get into these little areas around here. There we go. Now I live in Alberta, Canada, and it's very dry here. I am not close to the ocean. So my skin is just, my skin hates it here. My skin loved it in Newfoundland where the ocean used to be, or the ocean is. I used to be there for 17 years of my life. And my skin just, it's crazy how different my skin is now. So that was another great thing about when I found Seint, was that when I was using the liquid foundation, especially when I was like pushing 35, I was like, man, my skin is just so dry. Like I actually stopped wearing makeup. I just was like, I didn't know what to do. So somebody introduced me to Seint, a friend, and I tried it and I was like, oh my gosh, this is what I need. This stuff is so cool. Because I was doing all of the contouring and highlight, concealer, all the things, but I was doing it on top of layers instead of just doing this one layer like I'm doing right now. So it's bare minimum makeup, one layer, and oh, so different, so nice. So I'm just pushing up that contour, blending this out right here. There we go. So now that that's done, I'm going to go in with my, oh yeah, I forgot about this area. I tend to do that quite a bit. Do not forget that. You're gonna look crazy if you go out in public and you don't have that blended out. Okay. All right. I think we're good. So now I like to go in with my lip and cheek color. I'm really into this color, Cindy, right now. It's kind of like a glossy color, but it's so pretty. Just watch how nice it is. So I'm just gonna use a, actually this one's really nice. This is called the Shape Brush. I'm just gonna tap that. And you're gonna apply this right between your bright highlight and your contour. Okay, so you kind of want to put it just on the outside of your eye and angle it up. Angle it up between those two colors. And then when you look straight ahead, you don't want to put it right on the apples of your cheek. Don't do that. You just want to kind of keep it right outside of your eye. So when you do look ahead, you can still see it, but you don't want to put it here. If you do, it's going to make your face look like it's drooping down. Okay, so here we go. Up through here. But yeah, this is such a nice subtle color. I really like it. It's called Cindy. Such a nice color. And I like to get a little bit up in here too, just to kind of spread that healthy glow around. Okay, now that that's done, I'm going to grab a little bit, put on my mouth, on my lips. There we go. No, there's all kinds of these colors. Okay, like I have a ton back in here too. I don't usually wear just one plain color. So I'll show you what I like to do. How do you like my nails, by the way? Aren't these cool? I didn't actually get them done for Christmas, but everybody keeps saying, I love your festive nails. I'm like, thanks. I just really like the color. Okay, now, I know this looks kind of crazy, but what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna go in with my contour color and my multitasker brush. Yeah, I'll do my contour, I guess. So you can use like your contour color or your bronzer color or whatever, but I'm just gonna use this one to outline my lips. I always like to outline my lips, especially if you're maturing, you're aging, your lips start to bleed, which means they kind of spread out into your face and they don't have this really nice, like, prominent lip look. So by doing this, you're just fixing that up. So you don't have to use your contour, but this is like a great idea. I love doing it. And I kind of I'm bringing it in on the sides here a little bit. There we go. Rub those together. See how pretty that is? So nice. I'll show you what the bronzer looks like if I were to use that. It's a little bit more bronzy. There we go. Okay, that looks cute. Sometimes I like to put a little bit of my highlight too right in the middle. But this color is pretty light as it is, so I don't really feel like I need that. So that, you can be done. That's how easy it is. You can be completely done with your face. But I like to add a little bit of my bronzer, especially in the winter time. So my bronzer is obviously the one I just put on my lips. So I'm just gonna go with my big old brush here, and I'm gonna take it and just tap, 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 tap. Tap it out. And this is more translucent than, sorry, I went into my contour. It's more translucent than the other colors that I'm wearing right now. So it's just gonna show through so nicely. Yeah, so it's just gonna give me a nice bronzed up look. You'll see as I start to transform into a tan. It's wonderful. But there's a specific place to put your contour, okay? And that area is right here on the edges of your forehead, just over top of those colors, up and down, mainly like your contour and your blush. And I like to get a little bit, sometimes you gotta squeeze it. Get it down my neck because my neck is not as dark anymore. And then just dust it around the edges, whatever's left around my chin. And yeah, you can go in with a little bit more if you want to get a little bit darker. Like, oh gosh, I got it next to my highlight. That's okay. Okay, and then maybe a little bit just on the top of my nose, because for some reason people are doing that lately, and I guess our noses do tan when we're tan. And there you go, nice, beautiful fake tan that looks phenomenal. Okay, so there you have it. Let me just kind of blend that out a bit. Okay, so that's the final look. I haven't done my brows, but they're fine. But yeah, so you get the idea, like how nice is that? If you are wearing this for the first time and you put your contour like way down, which mine is a little bit low right now even, but I always like to clean it up. Use the end of your detail brush. All you gotta do is go back into your, I'm gonna go into my bright, which is white peach, and kind of think about where your ear is, the top of your ear, and meets your lip right here, right in the middle. So I just kind of like, almost like a slide her down, and then kind of blend that color out a bit. And that's gonna, see that? That's gonna really lift your contour up. Now if you look at that side compared to this side, right, there's a bit of a difference. But just take your brush there now and just kind of scoop it out a little bit so it doesn't look too harsh of a line. But yeah, how nice is that, hey? So yeah, this makeup, seriously, it takes me like 5 minutes or less to whack on and get out the door. It's so easy, and it's so pretty, and so lightweight. So in order to try this makeup, you have to get color matched, okay? You're gonna need to get color matched for your 3 shades. Bright highlight, contour, and your main highlight. Okay, the rest of these you can kind of, I'll help you with your bronzer. Lip and cheeks, there's tons of those. You can have a look at them yourself. But yeah, you want to get color matched. So I have a link and I have a color match form. It takes you like less than a minute to fill it out. You have to take a picture in front of a window with some natural light. Don't take it at night. Take it during the day. And it's going to give you some nice natural light. And then that's going to be the best color on your face for me to color match. I'll upload your picture, color match you, send back all your shades. I can help you create your cart online and everything. And then you can have it to you in no time. You can also pick out your palette. There's lots of different palettes. They're all magnetic. And all of the tins come in, come like this with little different pictures on them. And yeah, it's amazing. It's so easy. You can custom make it, put your eyebrows in there, your eyeshadows, your lip and cheeks, and your foundation. Everything you need in one simple compact. It's awesome. All right, so if you want to get color matched, just fill out the form. I will just comment below, actually. Comment below, match me, and then I can send you my link. Otherwise, it will be wherever I post it here. So yeah. All right. Thanks for watching, ladies. Okay, bye.